Hello and welcome to the Bill News. I'm Bila and I will accompany you to 7 minutes forward. Our story today is about the wealth of Indonesian language and culture. Since the early 20th century, the Indonesian languages has been routinely echoed in front of the nationalists. Ultimately, at the declaration of the 1928 Youth Pledge, a pledge was made that this language is the language of unity that unites all sons and daughters of the nation. In the ratification of the articles of the 1945 Constitution, one day after the proclamation of independence, Indonesian finally officially became the main language of the state and is still used today. Since then, the Indonesian language has developed by slowly but surely. On June 25, 1938, the Indonesian Language Congress was held for the first time. The Congress aims to set the basis for the use of language by mutual agreement. The Congress decision has been summarized by Badan Bahasa. Over time, the Indonesian language continues to experience updates. Every year, he routinely gets additional vocabulary to make him richer. Since the last update was recorded in 2016, there are more than 1,100 entries and their meanings. It is still badly beaten when compared to the number of vocabulary words in English, which has reached more than 1 million entries. Other than that, Indonesian has concurrent forms of foreign language and slang which are very rampant. In fact, it is not uncommon for these two languages to be absorbed into the entries of the big Indonesian dictionary. Seeing this, it is appropriate that regional languages in this country, of which there are 742 languages recorded, as much as possible are absorbed into Indonesian. The uptake of regional languages, of which there are millions of varieties, will obviously enrich Indonesian vocabulary and preserve the regional languages. In addition, the nation's children can also reduce the use of foreign languages. This is due to the presence of words that do not yet have an Indonesian translation, but have words in local languages that can be absorbed. Other than language, Indonesia also has a rich cultural heritage. The archipelago that stretches from Sabang to Merauke makes Indonesia has a diversity of cultures from various ethnic groups. Based on the census of the Central Bureau of Statistics in 2010, there are more than 300 ethnic groups in Indonesia. This diversity sparked to the motto Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which means different but still one. Despite having various ethnic groups, culture, religions, Indonesia is still one unit. This motto confirms that the diversity that exists in our country is the wealth and the beauty of the Indonesian nation, which is not shared by other countries. This various diversity gave birth to forms of Indonesian cultural diversity. There are various kinds of cultural diversity, such as traditional house, traditional ceremonies, traditional customary clothing, traditional indigenous dances, musical instruments and traditional songs, traditional weapons, and typical of food. And that was the news for today. Don't forget to follow for the next update in Bill News 1 hour ahead. I'm Bila. Thank you very much, have a nice day, and see ya.